Good morning, this is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me for another episode of my Darkest Dungeon series. Today we are going to dive into the first Darkest Dungeon mission. I have a team picked out. It's going to be a, well, what do you call these guys? Crusader, a Highwayman, a Grave Robber, and a Vestal. I've got them equipped with trinkets that I think will benefit them. We are not equipping, we're going with Holy Lance instead of Battle Heal, although I am going to train that really quick, just in case we need it. Flamestalker, our Highwayman, is going to be on riposte and point-blank shot duty. We've got our traditional build here on our Grave Robber, relying heavily on pick to the face. We have lunge in case we get thrown into the back position, and then we've got a healer, and we'll hope that she doesn't get shuffled into the first position. The boss in this wing of the Darkest Dungeon is the Shuffling Horror. It's very similar to the Shambler, although as its name implies, it will shuffle our party. So that's what we're looking to avoid. We've got a lot of movement availability to us, so we should be able to fight fine. I trained these guys up on all of their camping skills. A couple of rules that apply in the Darkest Dungeon that are different from other areas. We cannot have nighttime ambushes, so we don't need to plan for that. So we don't need to worry about using Bandit Sense. We don't need to worry about using Zealous Speech. Or not Zealous Speech, Stand Tall? Nope, Zealous Vigil was his, which I have unlearned, or unequipped, rather. And same here, we won't need Sanctuary. So, I kept abilities that we might be able to make use of. We don't need to worry too much about scouting. It's automatic in this area. We do get Torchlight. There are rare hunger checks, but they exist. There are no enemies with Blight attacks in the first area, and what else? No shovels are needed. I am going to take enough food, though, so that we can eat our way through our problems. I'm going to take all of the bandages. We are going to take all the holy water, all the medicinal herbs, and then we'll take a bunch of torches here. I don't think we need any more than 16. The Laudanum. I'm wondering if I'm going to take 6 Laudanum. I don't know if there's any horror effects in here. But there's not going to be a lot of loot, and even if there is a lot of loot, I don't care. We can leave it behind. We've got the money to sustain it. We will be able to camp once, and we have no vampires, so we don't need to worry about who can use holy water and who can't. We also can freely bandage. As I said, there are no blight enemies in this one. If we run into trouble,
once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
As I was saying, if we run into trouble, we will lose heroes, and so we got to be careful about our trinkets. Yeah, I forget exactly how this goes. So, we'll explore this very similar to how the Crimson Court works, or the Crimson Courtyard works, where we'll explore it as we go. But I think he's done. But I'm pretty sure he's done. As we go here, this particular map is just, it mirrors, so it'll split off north and south, but if we just keep heading east, I think we have to go through 5-6 rooms? There'll be like a half dozen of fights that we have to go through, if I remember correctly. I did this in Radiant difficulty. I never tackled this on this difficulty before, so I am a little bit nervous. Rapturous cultists are not a threat at all. We can basically just stall here. They will heal and buff each other. And reinforcements can show up if we're not careful. But we can use this opportunity to do what needs doing. Actually not sure what to do specifically here. We will use Inspiring Cry, though, to start stripping away any stress that exists. It's probably just a little bit here at the beginning. Having 2 Rapturous Cultists is really, honestly, it's not any threat to us at all.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Just a little bit of a amuse-bouche, if you will, as we enter this area. Alright, there's her stress gone. So we've dealt with the stress. Bleed is going to be our biggest enemy, if I remember correctly. I didn't take that many bleed protections. These guys apply bleed. And the only person who I think has bleed protection is our... I actually don't know if anyone... No, I had something equipped on our highwaymen, I think, is bleed protection. Okay, well, that problem was solved quickly. So that's the debuff that decreases their bleed resistance.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
No problem. Alright, again, Rapturous Cultists are not a threat. We want to deal with them last. The Ascended Brawlers. We'll get healed by them. But not a problem in the long term. That worked out pretty well. I am going to... Did anyone else take damage? Yeah, we've got a little bit of damage spread out elsewhere. So we'll do 5 to everybody. And given our current situation, I think I would like to kill this guy before he's a problem. And then the Rapturous Cultist we can probably take out before anything else happens. So now I expressed some trepidation at the beginning of this because I had only done this in the Radiant difficulty, but it's important to remember that Radiant difficulty isn't easier on a combat-to-combat basis. It's just, it has less restrictions on how your party can be constructed, mostly. And you earn more money, etc., etc. But, like, the actual difficulty of individual encounters aren't truly affected. So, once you get into these top-level difficulty things, it shouldn't be that much different for me. Wow, that is a lot of stress, by the way. Oh no, and a dodge that was crucial. Okay, and we're gonna have to heal this guy. Okay. 6 damage for 3 rounds. Holy bananas, that is a lot. We will be trying to go for a crit heal here. We didn't get a crit, but that is a lot of the health back. I wish I had some form of AoE. We will be going for the Stress Giver first, though. Let's bandage away that. I think I might use a Holy Water here to protect him. We cannot hit that cultist, so we'll drop one of those guys. Fate's Pull throws our Vestal out of alignment. She'll still be able to heal from position 2, though. It actually protects our our highwaymen a little bit.
A momentary abatement.
And we'll continue to deal with that stress that we earned. That is the biggest threat, so we'll be going for them first. Hopefully we can kill them with this. Wow, they are just too nimble. Fate's Reveal again, more stress. They are just getting punished. Fortunately, they haven't been crit too much, so it's not the end of the world. We are having to spend a lot of our time dealing with the stress, though. That crit heal helped us. Oh, come on. Didn't he already attack this turn? Alright, it paid off to have our, bit of lunge? That worked out, okay. Yep, we're gonna need to do a little bit of stress healing. I'd like to wait at least one more room before we camp. I think we have to go through 2 of these. More stress. Okay, so 2 rounds. Are we gonna step? I think we're fine. The debuff will go away. I was considering trying to clear it. All right, no combat in that hallway. No combat here either. Well, there's no reason to go south. Have combat here. Yep, okay. Then just go after the guy in the middle. They have a lot of health. Didn't quite kill one of them. They will get to go first, though. Here come those bleed attacks.
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
Death Lash. That applies the bleed resistance debuff. Alright, they have given us the finger. Very nice crits. Vestal's got a pair of crits on her like you would not believe. I've decided to focus on the stress relieving. That needs to be dealt with, and we have the bandages on hand to deal with it. These guys are quick. I'm gonna go for the guaranteed kill. Of course we get the crit. But that's stress relief, so I can't be too sad about it. Oh, left at 1 hit point again. Not that guy, though. Let's give everybody their health back. Let's remove a little bit of stress and hope that our grave robber here is able to get this kill. She was able to do so without any risk. So, camp now? I think we camp now. I forget where the boss is. But I would rather, like, I'd rather risk not having buffs to fight the boss than I would risk not having buffs to fight the boss, and on top of that, never have gotten buffs for any of the fights leading up to the boss. So, we still need to get rid of a little bit of stress. We want unparalleled finesse, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and improve his accuracy. And then I'm thinking Zealous Speech. That'll wipe out almost everyone in stress completely. And protect them a little bit going forward. Yep. I'm happy with that.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
I'm gonna go north. We've been following the north path. We still got a little bit of light heading through this door. We do have combat. Couple of stress givers. Let's try and kill one of those right off the bat. Looks like we won't get it. He's pretty resistant to movement, so that's a safety. Oh, we actually prevented one of the stress givers from acting on the first turn. And we got our counter attack up in time. Our improved dodge is helping us. I'm going to go for a little bit of health. I feel like that's the bottom roll. I will kill that. Oh, that was kind of dumb, but it didn't hurt us too much. Can't lunge into the third row, so all we can really do is throw a dagger. And when you get a crit like that, I guess it's not a bad thing that her damage bonuses apply only to her melee.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We'll be heading east, and we won't be fighting the boss until we rejoin the middle path. So we've got a little bit more to go. He may just be right down here to the south. Oh, okay, well, ooh. Well, now I can't remember. Is he just down here to the south? Like, loop around? Is this the end of the map? Oh, bugger. Is this a dead end? I can't remember. This may be a pointless dead end. I would like to get the cultist priest first. He went a little bit too fast for us. We want those debuffs gone to get rid of those bleeds. Lives with 1 hit point. Oh, come on. And the flesh wall goes up. And a heal. Let's done that. We cannot reach. Let's put up a shield and maybe draw some attacks directly in. Wow, I wish I had flashing daggers right now. Okay, this worked out pretty well for us. We did get one of these nasty bleeds, but that's solvable. We'll be able to kill the Ascended Brawler here real quick. I think we'll do it right away. We don't have a ton of stress currently, so we don't have to waste too much time getting re-prepared. Doesn't really matter what we attack at the moment. This will just heal itself until we defeat it. We should be able to take it out this turn and not risk any reinforcements. Okay, let's find out if I just wasted time coming down into this dead end. I can't remember. This is a set map. Oh, okay, there was an extra loot thing here. Well, that's not a waste of time, is it? Cultist Priest. This is very frustrating. I keep getting these crits that drop him to 1 hit point, and then he gets flesh walled. Fate's pull messes us up a little bit. I can at least get our riposte going, which got us a free kill. We'll heal. And then we can Blade of Light. This isn't super convenient, but it's working. Flesh to Flesh didn't do anything for anybody. There's that bleed. I am going to drink a Toxin Trickery here. Even though we have plenty of bandages left, I'd like to save them for the time being. Alright, mild concern with our current group setup. Okay, a crit like that, again, is going to solve any concerns I might have had. Lots of crits. This whole team has got a great pair of crits. So what's in this? Oh, it's the loots, including an ancestor's handkerchief. Good deal. I lit that just a little bit too early. Alright, here's the thing. The malignant growth. You seen that yet? I forget what that does. Like a defensive tool of some sort? Stress Giver down. I'm happy about that. A Flesh to Flesh is wasted. Daze the Mind. Didn't do anything. Death Lash also. Not too bad for us. A little bit of damage, but we can heal through that with these low rolls. Let's get the priest down, and then we can focus on the malignant growth, which we didn't have to focus on for long. That leaves just this this cultist who's going to heal himself with Flesh to Flesh.
A momentary abatement.
And we can't hit that, so let's just clear away our stress. Looks like it might have been better spent on our Crusader directly. Ah, problem solved. Would it be better to have tracking shot instead of pistol shot? Because the only time we're going to be in a... I mean, we need to have an attack that can hit the back rows in an emergency when we can't use Wicked Slice when we're in the front position and we don't have a target that we want to use point-blank shot on. We can't use pistol shot in our front row, so this might just be bad for us. Any other time we're in position 1, 2, or 2, 3, or 4, we're going to be using Duelist Advance, because we do more damage with it. We have lost all of our camping bonuses, which is a shame. I should have waited like 2 more encounters maybe to camp. I don't know, it depends on if there's anything going on in this hallway. And there is. Try and get these stress givers first. They're going to go pretty too fast, though. Pretty too fast, that's what I said. They're marked. We've gotten a lot of stress out of it. The finger. Looks like we resisted the bleed. I am going to judgment the cultist priest. Then I'm going to cleanse stress. I don't think we could have gotten a kill on the Ascended Witch. Fate's pull is better than more stress. I mean, it's a little bit of stress in itself, but it's not too bad. And, if we stun this successfully, we could have resisted any further problems. There we go. There was an example of when I needed to use tracking shot. Otherwise, he would have been resorted to attacking a corpse. Which, tracking shot didn't help us too much. It was 6 damage, and it was a buff that didn't get utilized. Put everyone back in order. And I believe this will be our boss. It is, in fact, the Shuffling Horror. So, Cultist Priest probably first. Can't reach it. Do that then. Attacked a little bit too fast for us. I gotta remember to put up holy waters. I could have also bleed resisted there. I could have used a medicinal herbs. Let's get that health back up directly. Undulations is a shuffle. Gives us a perfect opportunity. There's our bleeds. I forgot to give those people bleed resist. So, bandage. Holy water. Kick to the face. Holy water already in place. Let's use the medicinal herbs. Duelist advance. And let's bring everyone's health back up. Echoing disassembly gives us a new enemy and a lot of stress. Alright, we bandage, we holy water, and we go back forward. Lacerate. Let's point blank shot. Almost kills that thing. Keep those ads under control. I am concerned about our stress. It's building up pretty fast. Ooh, what does this thing do? Defensive growth. Let's get our light back. Do we want to put up our defenses, or do we want to deal with this defensive growth? We don't know what it does. I don't think we want to mess with it quite yet. Undulations, this will cause everyone to get shuffled. Grand Guard, there it is. Oh wow, that is a lot of protect. I should have done something about it earlier. Oh, are our resistances back? Yeah, they are a little bit. Undulations will shuffle us all again. This is working out pretty good. Boss is almost dead. Do I want to lunge? No, not really. Our Vesta will be able to heal from this position, so we didn't lose an action. Echoing disassembly might just be the end of him. Oh, nope, just barely still alive. Let's bring the light back up so we don't miss. Oh, he dodges. Dodges the killing blow. Attacks the people who don't counterattack. And I have goofed once again. Let's drink what needs to be drunk. And there's the kill.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh, okay. That thing causes stress. Wasn't crucial stress, but it was still stress. I will holy water because, I mean, honestly, why not at this point? Just in case something happens. I know you bleed. We're fine. The Ancestors map. Alright, so we picked up 2 Ancestors trinkets. There's nothing beyond the boss, so let's take off. I think that was we only had the 1 Ancestor satchel in this map. If I missed one, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't... I guess it could have been in one of the corners. Maybe it would have been worth exploring. We had a pretty strong team. We did good. We picked up some diseases, it looks like. The scurvy and hemophilia. Weapon tinkerer, oh boy, decreased weapon upgrade cost. At a level 6 hero, that's certainly valuable. Reflexes though, that's good. Alright, so this team now will never go back into the Darkest Dungeon. The good news is that it means that we can recruit additional units. So like that. And I don't know, maybe we take this guy.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
Everyone's stress is gone because we beat the first Darkest Dungeon. And just looking to the future. Let's get rid of the scurvy. And the hemophilia, no reason to keep it. Yeah, these guys will not go back into the Darkest Dungeon. We can use them to do other missions. Yeah, never again. Heroes who have returned from a successful quest in the Darkest Dungeon have seen too much. Depending on which game mode, the game options you have selected, they may choose never to go back or will simply be stressed upon re-entry. So yeah, he once was enough. So he will not go in there. But this will provide them some benefit. I actually don't think it's that much benefit. It like increases the amount of XP that they that other people get when they're grouped together, but that's not really a benefit in this mode. You know, just a level 6 hero can only go on a mission with a level 5 hero, which, you know, they still need some experience, but not that much. Anyway, let's not focus on the negative, let's focus on the positive. We have successfully cleared the first Darkest Dungeon wing with no casualties, with really no problems at all. The second wing is much harder though, so we'll need to be a little bit more careful. We need to activate, as it works, 3 iron crowns, and we will have to go in with less trinkets than normal, because you have to have everybody equipped with one of... Where are they? Sort them by class restriction. Well, let's unequip everything first. Alright, the Talismans of Flames. They reduce the damage you take from a specific skill called Revelation, and the enemies in the next dungeon will be using Revelation. So the idea is that you need a team that can weather that. So you want people who have guard. I may in fact take a Houndmaster as a backup guard. And I don't know, maybe we take our Plague Doctor. That seems like an alright team. I feel like our damage might be a little bit low with this build, though. Not sure what our other options are. What could we do? We could take another Grave Digger, or we could take Alex, the Hellion. No, I think that's the right call. And then we take another one of our Vestals, because they're the strongest. What? Oh, she already went. Not that Vestal. So we'll take this Vestal, Kinna. This is a fine team, I think. I think they'll do all right. They're fully equipped and ready to roll out. We probably don't want to bother with the Mark. If he's in this position, maybe we give him Blackjack, which has a stun chance. Very similar to Chains for the Abomination. It can do a good work for us. So yeah, we'll get these guys equipped with trinkets, and they'll go out. We should be able to just really rock this out. But yeah, here's the idea, is everyone in this group needs to have Talisman of the Flame. Definitely the 2 people with guard. And then the question is, do you go Talisman of the Flame here with Joanna's head? That's going to cause bonus stress when she doesn't have the backup stress reliever. And then you defend the Plague Doctor right away. Also, we're going to be a little bit weaker on our Man-at-Arms because he can't have his combo. So what we probably want to do is make sure that these guys are acting quickly. Ooh, this is a rough one for me. Let's see. Move and stun skill lowers damage. Protect and crit, or stun skill debuff skill death blow resist. Let's go the increased crit, or the increased protect and crit. They're very good trinkets. Then here, we don't really need the evidence of corruption. That's not going to help us much. Cudgel weight, probably not very valuable. So let's give him another torch. Let's give him the Ancestor's Candle. This will increase his speed. The downside here is we might end up with double protecting, because he'll go first and I'll want to get that protection up right away. So we want to get rid of... There. Hound's Harry is just so weak, though. It's 8 points of damage every round if you're fighting 3 units. Maybe it's not that weak. It feels weak, though. You compare that to a double hit here that does 6 points of damage for 3 rounds. This will do 12 damage for 3 rounds. I don't know. We also don't have any buffers for his bleed. I'm thinking maybe this will be more effective. We'll use him for more single target attacks. We'll want to definitely pump up that guard dog. And then without a second trinket, what What do we want to go with? Something strong. Just want to crank up that blight damage? Do that then. Alright, so this is our team. Let me know what you think. We'll be diving into this tomorrow morning. Let's very quickly, before we wrap out the episode, go to the guild and give these guys... give increased guard dog. I think this will be the hardest one for us because of the loss of these new trinkets that are so powerful. But everybody's got protection. As long as they remember to guard our plague doctor, everyone should be fine. We've gotten no additional upgrades because we got very little loot in the last run. Still at 1.5 million gold though, so that's not too much of a risk. We should glance at some of these remaining people to see if there's anything we can do to make sure that they don't have problems in the final dungeon. Maybe we go Ruminator. We're actually, really don't have a lot of negative traits anymore. At least not on the people who matter. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in. We are still going to be able to use these torched people when we go into the Crimson Courtyard, so I guess I probably should have looked at what we could have cleansed from them, since we won't be doing much with them for the next several weeks. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to take on the second wing of the Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully it goes as smoothly as our battle today did, and then we continue to press forward. We'll see if we'll need to take a break or not, depending on how tomorrow's episode goes. I hope you join me for it. Have a great day.